Hi Shogi fans, Hidachi here. From this video on, I'll show you several mate problems concerning this really challenging but really common feature. It's how far we can go in making the mating moves as long as possible. And to start off, I'd like to show you this problem. It's problem number 100 of Shogi Musou by Soukan Ito III. Actually, this is not the longest moves problem in his collection. The longest one is problem number 75, which is made in 225. The longest move problem before that was made in 1999, published by So-in Ito II. So 225 moves was the first to achieve 3-digit number, and it was unprecedented at the time. Now, this problem number 100 is only 163 moves, and it's shorter than 225, but it's the second longest of Soukan's collection. And I think this one is more interesting than problem number 75, since Soukan chose this problem to be the last one in his collection. It has pretty interesting, even funny feature in it, which has something to do with its title, Daimero Grand Labyrinth. And that's why I'd rather present this one today. Alright, now let's go ahead. First move is promoted pawn to 5c, taking a knight here, and then the gold will take it. If the king takes it, it's an earlier mate, and well, it's not so important here, so let's go pretty quick. So you can take this gold, knight drop, bishop promotion, gold ahead. So earlier mate, thus the gold will take it. Now here you make this cool knight sacrifice to 7e. Right, so well, if the king runs, it's all your mate. Bishop promotion, dragon takes, rook promotes, and you can take this gold. So rook drop, bishop promotes. Well, checkmate. So of course, the promoted lance will take the knight here, but the meaning of this sacrifice was the next check. Rook to 9c check. Okay, once again, king to 5a is earlier mate. Well, let's see. Bishop promotion. The king can't take it. So rook drop. Take this gold. Well, it's one way to go. I can take it, gold on the head, again this way, horse goes back, checkmate. Right, so these branches are not really important, so anyway, the king will go to 70 here, right? Okay, now the next check will be this dragon to 7c, and well, this is where the primary feature of this problem starts. So remember this position where the king is on 70 and dragon's on 7c here. Okay, now at this position the king basically has 2 squares to go, and those are 8e and 6e here. And at this position the king's side will take this option of 8e here. He can also go to 6e, but he's not going to do that now. You're going to see the reason later. So king will go to 8e. Now here the dragon will take the promoted lance here. And the king will go to 9d. And now you drop the lance you just got to 9e. So a promoted pawn has to take it. So now dragon takes it. So king 8c, dragon 9c, king 7d, and dragon 7c. Now look at this position now. Now the king is on 7d again, and dragon is on 7c again. So they're back on their position before. And what you have seen here is a tactic called dragon chase. You see the dragon is chasing the king with the help of this bishop here. And notice how the king has moved along this route here. And let's name this route as route A for now, because the king's gonna use that one again after this. Okay, so now once again the king has 2 options, 8e and 6e here, but he doesn't want to go to 6e yet. He's gonna use this route A once again. But there's something different this time, because you see the promoted pawn that used to be here is now gone. So it's gonna be a bit different after king goes to 8e. You see, you can drop a pawn here. Oh, I mean, if you just keep chasing the king like this, it's gonna be perpetual check, right? So you gotta do something, and that's this pawn dropped to 8f here. That's possible because the promoted pawn is no longer here, so the king will have to take it. So now you see the dragon can take this pawn, which is really critical, and you're gonna see why. So king goes back. Now dragon can go back to 7e, and you keep chasing the king again here. And you see they go back to their home position. Let me say it's a home position here. And the king side has used this root A twice now. Now what is he gonna do here? Well, the thing is, at this position the king side can't use this A root anymore, so he has to go now to 6e. So first, let's see why is that. Let's say the king goes to 8e, but now you see that pawn on 7g is no longer here. So now you can drop a pawn here after the king takes. Look at this bishop here, and I'm going to bring this one to here, being a powerful check. The king side will make this interesting sacrificing block, because if the bishop takes it, it's no mate. But you can make this dragon check. Let the king move over to here, and make this dragon check. Pawn block and checkmate. So because of that, the king side cannot use this root A, this root anymore. So now finally the king will go to this way to 6e. So dragon chase continues to 7e, king 5f, dragon 6f. And then, well, the king side has two options again here. But if the king goes to 4e now, the dragon can make this check. And you see, actually the king has to go back anyway here. So bishop check, and chase back the king like this. And bishop promotion, dragon check, blocks, and look at this powerful horse check, and it's checkmate. So the king can't go to 4e at this position, so he'll go to 4g, and so dragon to 4f. Okay, now like always the king side has two options here, and well, at this position he's gonna choose this route to 3h here. Well, he can also go to 5h now, but he's not gonna go there yet. And I'm sure now you know what I mean by saying yet. He's gonna go there later on, and that's route C here. So what I'm gonna show you here is he goes to route B here, 3h. So now dragon to 4h, king 2g, and at this position you can make a really good move. It's silver sacrifice to 3h, really cool. And after the king takes it, dragon 3g, right? So king 4e, dragon keeps chasing, king runs, dragon chases, king runs. And here, don't simply keep chasing it. It's not gonna work. You have to make this good sacrifice, silver to 4b, promote, and let the pawn come over to the B rank now, and then you check with the dragon here. So now you can take that pawn and keep chasing. So now here we go, we're back in the home position now, right? So now I'm sure you're starting to see what the feature of this problem is. It's not only about dragon chase feature, but also kingside tries to use different routes so that he can make his best effort to keep the moves longer. So what he did so far is he used this route A twice, but it's now this route is shut down because the pawn is no longer here, right? This bishop check is possible now. So after that, what he did was he used this route, which I call it route B now. And well, from now, what you're gonna see is route C, and that's here. He goes this way, and I'm gonna show you why. So king goes to 6e now. You keep chasing with the dragon. Okay, here we go. Now at this position, obviously the king can't go to route B anymore because the silver is no longer here. And actually this silver was what we call a hindering piece in terms of what it's seen from the attacker side, because now if the silver is not there, route B is a simple mate because you can make this dragon check. There's no longer that hindering piece here. So well, king takes the knight, and you see checkmate with the help of this bishop's diagonal. So now you can see route B is now shut down too. So the king will go to route C here, and that's a 5h. Alright, so dragon keep chasing, and now the king takes this pawn on 6g. And remember, this move is really critical, and to tell the truth now, this pawn is again a hindering piece. So you want to make the king capture that pawn here to eliminate that pawn from the board, and after that you keep chasing that king with the dragon. Oh, and if the king goes this way, it's gonna be a shortcut, so it's an auto mate. So basically he should try to go back to the home position here like this. So dragon keep chasing like that. Okay, so we're back now to the home position. Okay, so route A is blocked, so he has to go to this way again. Oh, and by the way, now that this silver is not here, the king side also has this option of going to 4e. I see. When the silver was here, you could make this dragon check, and I've told you this was earlier mate. But now that the silver is no longer there, this route is also possible for the king. However, he's not going to go there, and yes, he's not going to go there yet because it's another route he's going to use later on. So for now, king goes to 4g, dragon keep chasing, and we've learned that route B is blocked, so he goes to C again here. But there's a difference now, and that is the pawn here is no longer there. So this time you can drop a pawn to 5i, and well, if he takes it, it's a simple mate. Dragon check, and checkmate. You see this bishop's diagonal, so the king can't take this pawn, of course, but this pawn drop only works when this pawn is not here, because after the king goes to 6i now, you can make this dragon check to 6f because the pawn is not here. So that's why we can now drop that pawn on 5i. So here, oh, and this pawn is gonna make a huge difference later on, so let's keep that in mind. And dragon goes 7h, so dragon keep chasing now, and you can take the promoted pawn by the silver here. And the best way for the king is to go to 7f here. Well, 8f is also possible, but all your mate, because now you can chase him like this, and actually it's gonna be another shortcut, and it's gonna be earlier. So the best king side can do is to go to 7f. So after that, dragon keeps chasing, and the king is going to go back to its home position now again here. Okay, alright, so basically what we've seen so far is route A here, route B here, and also route C. Well, route C can be divided into two because was this route, and second lap of C was this way. So maybe it's C and C dash. Okay, so now can we go for the third lap for C now? Well, let's see. Let's keep chasing the king now. And from here, actually, in these two options, the king will have to now go to 4e. The reason is he can't go into those routes, either B or C, because if he does, we already know he can't go to B. And also, look at this pawn. It's shutting down route C2. So that's why the king now has to go to this way, to 4e. And this is the final route. Let's call it route D. So dragon keep going. King goes, dragon chases, king runs, and dragon to 3c. Right now the important part is here. After the king moves to 5b, don't keep chasing the king simply by 4b. You're gonna have to take this pawn on 2b by the dragon, checking at the same time. So now you've got all 8 pawns here in total, and that's pretty much necessary to make the final mating moves. So after the king runs, you keep chasing, and now we're back to the home position here. Alright, so what you've seen now is route D, and that was this route. Alright, so now let's go ahead. King goes to 6e, dragon keep chasing, and the only route left for the king is this way, right? So dragon keep chasing, and now here, you're not gonna keep chasing here. It's gonna be a perpetual check along the D route. So actually, now that you've got all the 8 pawns in your hand, you can finally go in for the mating moves. And that's first pawn drop to 4d. Well, now the king runs. You see, it will be a mate, right? Because this pawn's attack on 4c is gonna be remaining. So you can just keep chasing with the dragon here. The king will keep running, but you see, it's gonna be a mate because this pawn remains there. So right, it's a checkmate. He can't move to there. Okay, so we have dropped a pawn there. Here, the king side will have to take with the gold, and then you make this brilliant bishop sacrifice to 4b promote. So king will have to take it. So you can take the gold by checking with 1 square gap dragon. If the king runs, say to here, well then pawn drop, king goes down. But look at this brilliant sacrifice. King has to come over to B rank, so dragon check now, and king goes down again. But you have another brilliant sacrifice. The knight sack to 2c on promote, and after the gold takes it, right now the pawn drop. You see it's a checkmate. So when you have made that dragon check, the king cannot run to 2b. 3b here. So he'll basically block it with a pawn. So now you drop a gold from 3c this way. King goes back. I can drop a pawn. King runs. Another pawn again. And king runs. And what are you going to do here? Well, you're going to use another pawn to 1b here. And basically the king doesn't want to come over to the B rank, so he'll take it with the gold. But you can make this brilliant knight sack to 2c on promote. So after the gold takes it, now you can drop a pawn again to 1b. And now the king has to go up to the B rank. And now you can take this gold by the dragon. So finally you abandon that dragon that has played all those dragon chase so far. And after that, gold drop, king runs. And well, you can't drop a pawn now to here. It's made with drop pawn, so you sacrifice this pawn on 2b to here, and the dragon will have to take it. So now you can drop a pawn to 1b. So dragon has to take it, so you can get hold of a rook again here. But if you simply drops it to here on 2b, now the king will go to 1a, and look at this, it's no mate because it's made with a dropped pawn. So before you drop the rook, you have to do something here, and that's a pawn drop to 1c. Really good move. If the king takes it, now it's a simple checkmate with the dragon drop. Sorry, the rook drop. So the gold will take it, but now you can drop a rook to 2b, because after king goes to 1a, now you can drop a pawn. You see, it's the final pawn to 1b, because now it's not a mate with drop pawn. The gold can take it. So you take that gold again here and drop it to 2c, and you see this final move, gold to 2b, checkmate. 163 moves in total. So I think it was a really interesting and funny problem. I've seen all kinds of kings escaping route and all those dragon chase features. That was pretty cool. And the concluding moves with all those pawn techniques are really cool. Alright, so hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be back with another one that has even longer moves than this problem. So please look forward to it, and see you next time. Bye.